And the lady was like, oh, that's my boyfriend. And I looked like it was live. Oh, I was like, what is going on? So the pastor called the guy, and then the guy stood up, was like, he was in nose mask, and he got up, was like, bro, she be your chick. And the guy was like, yeah, she be my chick. And I was like, oh, I direct you to a church, and then you take your girlfriend there. Okay, so I met this very nice gentleman, and we got talking, and I decided to give it a chance. So as we kept going on, I didn't suspect anything. Honestly, I would like to extend a lot of grace to people, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt for a whole lot of things. But there was a time he was going through some kind of difficulty, and then I thought the best approach for him was like prayer. So he will go to places and tell me that, oh, I'm going somewhere and please don't call me, and a whole lot of things. But I thought it was one of those things, so I just let it slide. So this time we decided to go and pray somewhere at the Achimota forest. And then when he got there, he took the lead. When he got there, it had closed, and I followed up. So when I got there, I was like, since they've closed, maybe try and meet them at their church and then join them. So in the evening that day, I was making some meals at home, and then I decided to come and stream the program online. So I came online, and then I was streaming, and there was this man of God, the prophet, going through there, and then I saw my partner, who I said was my partner. So as I also began to pray that, oh God, let him be ministered to so that his problem will be solved. So the pastor just passed by him. There was this very beautiful lady sitting beside him. And then the pastor called the lady and was like, oh, hello, my lady, why are you sitting beside this gentleman? And the lady was like, oh, that's my boyfriend. And I looked like it was live. Oh, I was like, what is going on? So the pastor called the guy, and then the guy stood up, was like, he was in nose mask, and he got up, was like, bro, she be your chick. And the guy was like, yeah, she be my chick. And I was like, oh, I direct you to a church, and then you take your girlfriend there, and I see it online. So I didn't talk about it. I just, when I saw it, the first person I called to watch was my brother. I called my brother and I said, oh, come and take a look. And he was like, what's going on? This is somebody who has come home to come and greet my siblings, to come and greet my mother. And he's doing this. So like, I just took it cool. Like, I breathed over it a day or two. And then I was like, okay, how do I go about it? So the night when he came, I called. I was like, oh, what's up, babe? Like, how did the program go? I was like, oh, cool. Like, he was being a little bit passive about it. I was like, oh, forget it. So at a point, I went to service, and there was a certain preaching, like after a couple of days, and I was like, oh, I need to talk about this thing. I can't just let it slide. So I just sent him a message on WhatsApp that, oh, babe, you've been so amazing to me. God richly bless you in our relationship. Oh, you have been good to me and everything. Oh, what would I have done without you? I was like, why all these plenty compliments? I'm like, oh, I'm just saying thank you for all the good things you've done for me. He was like, oh, the money on the table is not for me, it's for somebody. I'm like, oh, it's not about that. I'm just saying thank you. You've been good to me. I was like, oh, cool. So I think when I see the way the thing is going, I just packed up one day. I had screen recorded the sermon, so I just pushed it to him on WhatsApp. And I said that the way God has exposed my enemies to me, you too, God should expose your enemies to you. And the most annoying part of the whole thing was, he just texted back, was like, I knew that you had seen it. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay, fine. If you knew that I had seen it and you were pretending all along that this and this is what is going on, then fair enough. You stay in your lane, go and be with whoever you are with, and then let me also be in my lane. So that was it. Honestly, I was really hurt about it, but it has happened. And I really thank God that we didn't even spend too much time. It was within a space of 3 months. So it didn't really last. But I liked the person, like as a person, I really liked him, but it wasn't with the liking and the loving. So we just moved.